I live personally, I was going to say a dark time. I live in this bifurcated personal universe of a wonderful personal life, a wonderful professional life, a wonderful life. Watching my beloved society self destruct. Now, I'm not saying it's inevitable. That's why I fight. And that's why you have to fight. One way to fight is not to make another party, by the way. It never works. It just doesn't work. All you will do is hand the Democrats, which means hand the left, inevitable victories that they wouldn't even have to cheat if indeed they do. That's what, think about it this way. One great way to navigate life is to ask, what would it be if I did what X does, or X does what I do? So let's say the Democratic Party split, and there was a left-wing, more left-wing wing that broke off, or a less left-wing wing, or a Bernie Sanders group. Do you think that this would help or hurt the Democrats in elections? Okay, everybody knows the answer. So why would it help Republicans? Now, a Republican in the Senate who votes to impeach a president who is no longer in office, if that is not the height of absurdity or the nadir of absurdity, I cannot think of what is. They are hurting the Republicans. So I say a plague on both your houses. Those who wish to make a new party, including a man who I thought, for the most part, was a spectacular president, because I judge people by what they do. And what he did was so good for America and the world, for that matter, that remains a fact, no matter how much he is smeared and was smeared for 4 years. To smear him after he leaves office, the hatred of this man is irrational. It's just irrational. For 4 years, we were told that he is a dictator. Really? Do you have any examples of his dictatorial policies, of actions of a dictator? Or did you lie for 4 years about his being a dictator? Or even more malicious, did you in fact call him a dictator because that's what you would like to be doing? And that's what I do believe. They called him everything that they are and wish to do. So anyway, having said all these things about the president, I don't want another party. And I don't want it to revolve around one person. I want it to revolve around the ideals that, by the way, overwhelmingly he stood for. And I want to remind you that if the Democrats broke up, they would keep losing elections. Anyway, back to any Republican. If a lot of Republicans in the Senate, I don't think enough to impeach a president, let alone impeach a president who's no longer in office anyway. If enough Republicans in the Senate do vote to impeach the president, they are rendering the possibility of a breakup of the Republican Party all the more real. I have deep contempt for any Republican who votes for impeachment. They're voting for the New York Times, not for truth. If the president is responsible for what happened in the Capitol, then the number of Democratic politicians responsible for the breakdown of civilization in Seattle, Portland, New York, Chicago, and so many other cities is at least as direct. He says he believes that the election was stolen. Okay. And that theoretically led to what happened in the Capitol. All right. Then when Maxine Waters or others says go and harass Republican politicians, or that all whites are racist and then whites are beaten, Are they not responsible?